As a global macro investor, one of the most profound lessons I've learned is this: the surprises we face today are often echoes of the past. Many of the events that caught me off guard weren't new, they simply hadn't happened in my lifetime. But when I looked deeper, I found they had occurred before, many times, throughout history. This realization led me down a fascinating path of studying the rise and fall of reserve currencies and empires. My goal was to understand the patterns, the forces that shape our world, and how they might repeat themselves. Through years of research, I've pinpointed 5 major forces that are transforming our global landscape today. Let me walk you through them. The 3 big forces that shaped my thinking. 1. Debt and money creation. Let's start with the first force, the sheer scale of debt and money creation we're witnessing right now. It's truly unprecedented, at least in modern times. But history tells a different story. To understand what's happening today, you have to go back to the 1930s and 1940s, a period of massive debt cycles and economic upheaval. When governments print money or take on extraordinary levels of debt, the effects ripple through the economy. It creates inflation, affects interest rates, and influences the balance of power between creditors and debtors. What's happening today is a magnified version of those past cycles. If we don't understand how debt and money creation shaped history, we'll struggle to navigate the challenges ahead. 2. Internal conflict and the rise of populism. The second force is one we're all feeling: internal conflict. Across the world, we see extreme polarization, driven by growing wealth and value gaps. These divides are giving rise to populism, leaders who focus on winning at all costs, even if it means breaking the system. Populism is not new. In fact, it was rampant in the 1930s, another era of extreme inequality and division. Back then, it destabilized societies and paved the way for larger conflicts. To understand today's divisions, we must study how similar rifts were resolved, or exacerbated, in the past. 3. Global power shifts and international conflicts. Since 1945, the United States has been the dominant global power. It accounted for 50% of the world's GDP at the end of World War II and controlled 80% of the world's gold reserves. That dominance created a global order that lasted for decades, but now, that order is shifting. We're seeing rising competition between major powers like the US and China, with tensions building over trade, technology, and geopolitical influence. This dynamic feels strikingly similar to the events leading up to World War II, where economic and political rivalries escalated into full-blown conflict. 2 more forces that emerged in my research, as I studied the last 500 years of history with my research team. 2 additional forces stood out, forces that are just as critical today as the first 3. 4. Acts of nature, droughts, floods, pandemics, and climate change. These are not just environmental issues, they have massive economic consequences. Climate change, in particular, will be one of the most costly challenges of our time. Whether we address it or ignore it, climate-related events will reshape economies, industries, and even societies. Understanding their impact is crucial, especially for investors and policymakers trying to prepare for the future. 5. Technological change. The fifth force is one that's fundamentally transforming every aspect of our lives: technology. From artificial intelligence to automation. The pace of technological innovation is staggering. Throughout history, technological advancements have driven progress. But today's innovations are different. they're happening faster and have the potential to disrupt entire industries. Whether it's reshaping how we work, live, or invest, technology is at the center of it all. How these forces interact, what's fascinating, and often overlooked, is how these five forces interact with each other. They don't exist in isolation. Instead, they create cycles and arcs that drive economic and societal change. Take debt and money creation, for example. In periods of low interest rates and free money, debt grows faster than income. This leads to unsustainable cycles, where countries and individuals borrow just to service existing debts, or consider how internal conflict and populism exacerbate these cycles. As governments face pressure to address inequality, they increase spending, creating more debt. It's a vicious circle, and we're nearing a tipping point. The central banks play a key role in this dynamic. They've bought massive amounts of bonds to stabilize markets, but this intervention has disrupted the free market. Now, with rising deficits and an oversupply of bonds, interest rates are unlikely to decline significantly. These interconnected forces create a precarious and unpredictable economic environment. The role of populism and governance. One of the biggest challenges we face today is governance, or the lack of it. Internal divisions, driven by populism, make it nearly impossible to achieve effective solutions. The result is a crisis of leadership, with significant economic and societal consequences. We desperately need a strong middle ground. Systemic reforms are required to address wealth inequality, rebuild public trust, and create a governance system that works for everyone. Without this, we risk falling deeper into conflict and instability. The global landscape. While the U.S. dominates much of the conversation, it's essential to look beyond its borders. There are bright spots in the world, regions that are thriving despite the challenges. Take Singapore, for example. It's a financial powerhouse with strong governance, excellent education, and a culture of civility in progress. Similarly, the GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council, states are emerging as Renaissance states. These regions are thriving hubs of innovation and growth, and they provide valuable lessons for the rest of the world. China and global tensions. Having engaged with China since 1984, I've witnessed its incredible transformation. But today, tensions between the US and China are at an all-time high. The competition between these two powers is intense, involving trade, technology, and economic strategies. This isn't a traditional military conflict, it's more of a war behind the scenes. Sanctions, technology restrictions, and economic maneuvers are the primary tools. While recent diplomatic efforts have eased some tensions, the underlying competition remains fierce. Technology and the future of decision-making. One of the most exciting, and challenging, shifts I've seen is the integration of technology into decision-making. In my work, I've encoded principles into algorithms and developed systems that combine human judgment with computational power. Relying solely on intuition is no longer enough. Technology has the potential to augment our decision-making, creating better outcomes in everything from investing to governance. This partnership between humans and machines will drive the next great leap forward. Where to invest? So, where should we invest in this rapidly changing world? The natural temptation is to focus on the companies creating these transformative technologies. But the real opportunities lie with those who apply these innovations effectively. The industries, companies, and regions that adapt and innovate will lead the transformations of tomorrow. It's not just about the creators, it's about the users who leverage technology to reshape their industries. the bigger picture. Ultimately, the future hinges on one critical factor: how we treat one another. Can we create rules, foster civility, and work together? Or will we continue to fight over money, values, and power? Leadership, governance, and collaboration will determine whether we thrive or descend into deeper conflict. In this changing world order, we must look to regions that prioritize education, cooperation, and progress. Places like Singapore and the GCC show us what's possible when governance, innovation, and civility come together. These regions are thriving because they focus on the long term, building systems that work for everyone. Conclusion: the world is changing faster than ever, but history remains our greatest teacher. By understanding the forces that shape the past, we can better navigate the challenges of today and tomorrow, whether it's debt, technology, climate change, or global power dynamics. These forces are interconnected. They're driving the cycles and arcs that define our world. If we can learn from history, embrace innovation, and prioritize collaboration, we have the potential to shape a better future. But it will require leadership, courage, and a commitment to progress, forever.